What's up guys, it's your boy Cali KG right back at you with another story time video. Now you guys might notice something different about me and I'll give you a second to think. It's the glasses, okay? So mini story within this story. Years ago I wore glasses, I was supposed to wear them, I've been wearing them for years. My glasses broke. Long story short, I haven't been wearing them for years, my eyesight got worse. Now I got glasses. The moral of the story is, always wear your glasses, kids, because if you don't, you might need glasses. But I don't think they look so bad, so I'm happy. So, this story here takes place in 10th grade. More specifically, spring break of 10th grade. So long story short, my mom's friend decided that she wanted to go to Miami Beach. And hey, I was down to go, it was spring break. So I was like, hey, let me go. And we went. Now my mom's friend had family that was going with her, of course. It wasn't just gonna be my mom's friend and me, that would be kinda weird. And that family that was going was around my age. I was the oldest one, but then there was a guy that was probably a year under me, and then another guy that was a year under him, but then a girl that was like right with the same age of the guy, so the four of us. Now for the people that don't know what a timeshare is, it's basically like an apartment complex that you can rent out for a certain amount of time. Man, that's actually a really good explanation. So in front of this timeshare was the beach. Now what split the beach and the timeshare was the road. Now what split the road from the timeshare and the beach is a strip or a sidewalk. So one night during our week at the timeshare, we decided to take a late night walk on the strip. So as we walked out of the timeshare, I looked to my right and was like, whoa, guys, there's bicycles right here and they're not chained or anything. These might be good for us to take. Like, it might just come with the timeshare. And they're like,
yeah, you're right, let's do this.
So we all took the bikes and we started pedaling around the premise of the timeshare. Now as we were about to leave the premise and start biking on the strip, a homeless guy stopped us and was like,
hey, you guys don't have to take what doesn't belong to y'all.
And me being who I am, I stopped to listen and was like, huh? Well, what are you talking about? These belong to everybody. It comes to the timeshare. Like, just pick one up and go. And the group that was with me was basically like,
Keontae, let's go. He's homeless. He doesn't have anything to say. Just go.
But I didn't do that. I kind of felt bad because, like, what if the bikes actually weren't for everybody? So I put the bike back on the rack and the other guys followed accordingly. Basically, they were like,
Keontae, you're up.
And I'm like, but we ain't in jail though, so screw y'all. So we continued to walk the strip. 20 minutes into our walk, we were approached by a group of bikers. They were all full of girls and we stopped to talk to them because, like, spring break, we're never gonna see these guys again, so let's do it. So one of the guys are like,
hey, where you girls headed to?
And the girl stopped and was like,
we just headed back home, to our, big old giant building, top floor, where, we're just chilling for the break.
And my stranger danger alarms are going off like, ha 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 ha. I don't usually talk to strangers, but okay guys, just to keep you guys safe, definitely. In a few minutes of getting to know these girls, they actually were pretty chill. Given that there was a bunch of flirting going on in our exchanges, they offered us to go up there into the apartment and, to be continued. Now me, being a goody two-shoes, I was like, guys, this is too far, let's not do this. Plus I'm the oldest, I'm not gonna be the one that's responsible for, us getting possibly killed, maimed, hanged, slanged, ranged, I don't know, whatever. So I told them that nah, we had to go somewhere and we continued our walk. Or at least we tried to continue our walk because a few seconds after we turned around, the cops pulled up, lights flashing, pulled up to the curb, got out, and told us all to line up. They were basically like,
we need everybody to line up on the curb in a single file line. Even you guys that aren't on bikes.
So we all lined up. Me, the guys, and all the girls that were on their bikes got off their bikes to line up as well. So the police officer explained to us why he was basically pulling us over on foot. And he says,
well, I got a call about 30 minutes ago that some bikes were stolen off a rack in a timeshare. And you guys are the only ones that have bikes on the strip, so I decided to pull you guys over on foot.
So I knew that whole report was about us because the girls didn't even stay at a timeshare. They stayed at a big old giant like hotel building type of thing. And they explained that to the officers and the officer let them go. Now the guy to my left was like,
Keontae, don't you dare say anything. I got this. Just say you don't know what's happening.
and the other person to my left was just being quiet because he's the youngest one. He was just like,
I know, snitch.
so the police kept on asking us questions like,
So, what were you guys doing at night? Walking on the strip? Where are you guys headed? Where are you guys coming from?
but as the police kept on asking us questions, I kept on feeling bad, like, but he's talking about us, guys. Let's just turn ourselves in, be honest, and we might get off the hook. So it was eating at me for a little bit, and yeah, it definitely was. I'm not the type of person to deal with guilt so well, so yeah, fun fact about me, guys. So after 5 minutes of holding it in, we were almost free. They almost let us go, but I decided to confess. So I explained to the officer that we did in fact take the bikes off the rack, but only because we thought the bikes belonged to everybody, like an honest mistake. I mean, personally, I was speaking for myself because I don't know the intentions of the other two. Like, they were a little bit more, you know, misbehaved than I was. But I further explained that we put them back just in case these things actually were somebody's bikes. I never told him about the homeless person that stopped us or anything, but you know what? Thanks to that homeless guy, hey. Anyways, the story's not over though. And the police take all of our IDs, and I don't know exactly what he wrote down on his little sheet of paper, but I'm almost certain that our names are in the criminal system of Florida right now. Oops. So he called the guy that owned the bikes and was like,
Hey, so we found your 3 thieves over here. Do you want to press charges against them or not?
and I swear to you, that guy on the phone thought about it like for 5 minutes, and those were the longest 5 minutes of my life. I'm just like, please don't press charges, please. And the guy to my left was like,
You had to snitch. You had to snitch. We were home free, but you had to snitch.
so that long 5 minutes of silence just passed. The cop was in his car and he was just talking to the guy on the phone. And he got out the car and said,
The guy decided not to press charges against you. Just never do that again.
and I was just so relieved, like weight lifted off my chest. Like, I know if I would have told my mom that I got arrested, when I got back to Georgia, it was just gonna be on, like, eesh. So luckily we weren't arrested, but this gets even crazier. After the police drove a safe distance away from us, the guy on the right looked at me and was like,
Dude, I told you not to snitch because if we would have gotten arrested, he would have caught me with this.
and this he was talking about was actually the green stuff, and I'm not talking about money. So to say the least, that made me even more relieved that we didn't get arrested, because I would have gotten caught with something I didn't even know these guys had. So I was like, yo, where did you guys even get this from? Like, you guys are just not gonna tell me like you had this? What the heck? Like, if I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have said anything, you know? Like, geez. But the reason they didn't tell me was because they thought I was gonna go and tell my mom's friend on them and get them in trouble. So, understandable, but geez, if I would have known, I wouldn't have risked our lives like that, you know? So ultimately, this got me really relieved that we didn't get arrested, because that could have ended up way worse than, you know, it actually was. So we chose to keep on walking down the strip, go on about our day, and that was the story of how I almost got arrested. Anyways, there's 2 things that I learned from this experience. 1, honesty is the best policy. Especially in a situation like this where you had no reason to lie. I genuinely thought that the bikes were everybody's to use, and when I found out that they weren't, I put them back. And that's what I told the police. And I guarantee you that that's the story he told the person, and the person was like, honest mistake. Now you can argue that, yeah, okay, sure, I almost got arrested for telling that story, and I was almost home free. But really though, sometimes you just gotta have integrity. But then again, some things are best left unsaid. So I'll let you guys in the comments decide whether I should have stayed quiet or whether it was just right for me to, you know, tell the truth. And number 2, hang around the right people. These guys in the story were not the right people for me. Having bad influences in your life can lead you to a lot of problems if you choose to go with what they're doing, you know? So try to find good influences in life, you know? People that will bring you up instead of dragging you down. People that will not call you bad or a for being honest. A person that won't get you into that situation. Because you know what? Looking back, I'm almost certain that those guys probably knew that those bikes weren't for us to take, and they were just ready to just steal them. And I say that because back when I was talking about the homeless man who stopped me, they were going to keep going. Like they were literally saying, Keontae, whatever, let's just go. And I'm just like, nah, you know? And that type of friend group, that type of group in general is not the one I want to roll with. I'm not that type of person. So I'm glad I put the bikes back. I'm glad that I was honest, and I would probably never talk to somebody like that again or be pressured into doing anything or anything like that. So if you ever have friends that try to pressure you into doing something that you don't want to do, those aren't the ones for you, and sad to say, go find another one. Tell them to kick rocks, you know, whatever, like they're worthless. Thanks for watching to the end of this video, and if you did, you're definitely cool with me. There will be another story time next Wednesday, you know, like I said last video, every Wednesday, along with the main videos of the channel, so stay tuned for that one. I think you guys might like that one. Might. But hey, I don't want to keep you guys here any longer than I have to, so if you like this video, make sure you leave a like. Please consider subscribing, it really helps out. And if you want to be notified about more story times that come in the future, like I said, every Wednesday, hit that bell button and you'll be notified whenever it comes out, or whenever any video comes out. So yeah, thanks for watching. It's me, Cali KG. I don't know why I said that. Make sure you tell your friends and family, and I'm out.